sheer fear of mass shooting in America is enough to detract someone from going to see their favorite artist for $1. If you haven't heard, Phoebe Bridgers is doing this $1 concert where everyone's phones get put in these pouches. They're called Yonder pouches. I actually used it at a Broadway show this year. It had significant nudity, so it was to protect the actors. And they basically, like, it's kind of like a metal detector, like a shopping thing where it just like locks it up and then you tap it and it unlocks at the end. I didn't care about not using my phone. I wasn't worried about someone texting me or contacting me. That wasn't my worry. I was worried, what if someone comes in this theater right now and shoots up the theater? What do I do if that happens? That was a real thought. That was the first thought that entered my body. And I'm seeing all over like Twitter and TikTok and Instagram, people of course are like, this is a great idea, but like literally I'm petrified of like a mass like catastrophe happening. There's something to be said about like being used to having your phone as kind of a comfort thing, but like it's not an emergency in a different situation. My phone dies all the freaking time. Like when I'm at the park, like, I don't think about it, but being in confined spaces, because we have so many mass shootings, it puts a fear in people that is like systemic at this point. Not everyone has like actual generalized anxiety, but the average person shouldn't be thinking, damn, I hope there's not a shooting. That's what we think. That's what we think as a culture, because there literally are so many fucking mass shootings every single day. There have been well over 100 mass shootings in this country since the beginning of 2026. Sickest part to me is how secondary some of these problems have become to us. Like, gun violence is so normalized, and because we're dealing with fascism, like, I'm not even thinking about gun violence in the same way that I was before, because it's like, oh, well, that's like a whole nother thing. We're dealing with the daily issues. In my country, New York City, we have had the least amount of gun violence in our history. This is what happens when the person who applies for a job is actually qualified for the job and wants to help people and not just get an elevation in status. Capitalism drives major crimes because people are devoid of resources, whether it be mental health resources, housing, fiscal, food, like water. These things are important to people. This is why strengthening your direct community is so important, because it helps build the greater community. Selfish capitalist mindset of like, well, my money shouldn't be paid for those resources. Your money's going to pay to fucking blow people up. Wouldn't you rather it go to help your neighbor who's homeless?